everybody, Adam here for True North Wilds. This is my buddy Neil, who you all may recognize from previous videos. We are here out on the ice finally in the Whiteshell Park, which I absolutely love. I don't spend a lot of time here in the winter, and I'm looking to change that this year. Today we're fishing for pike, walleye, crappie, perch, anything that'll bite basically. To help us with that, we of course have the RLM Elite Ice Box. Limited quantity available from Simple Fishing, simplefishing.ca. Check them out. I highly recommend it. Last year's was amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing what we get. Maybe we can help us out a little bit here. So, while I'm opening this up, don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/TrueNorthWilds, on Instagram at TrueNorthWilds, and of course our blog site, TrueNorthWilds.com. Let's take a look. So of course we got our sticker, which is an awesome sticker. Return of the Slam card, I love it. So the Slam card is a card with a bunch of fish species on the back and boxes, and you can either check mark it or poke a hole in it or whatever and keep track of all the different species that you catch. The idea of a slam is that you try and catch a fish on every lure in the box. Always fun. I always enjoyed doing these in the summer. Never did a winter one. I might have to try that. And we got our Elite Angler magazine with the featured Elite Angler on the front, a man by the name of Garrett Reber. And then some tips and tricks inside, promotional information, and of course on the back, the what's in the box. Looks like there's a lot of stuff in this box, which is good. So, got the noisy stuff out of the way, the sticker on it. Don't you be missing fish on camera.
It's twice.
Alright, let's see what we got here. So, first up we got some Gobi 2-inch plastics, a 9-pack from Fanatic Baits. Fanatic Baits, of course, makes really nice plastics. They're based in the Ukraine, which I always thought was neat. I don't know why, but it just doesn't strike me as a place that you would get fishing lures from. But they're really nice plastics. You can see this nice 2-inch Gobi shape. Really thin, frail sort of tail, so you're going to get lots of wiggle action in the water, which is what you want for vertical jigging through the ice. Nice color. Nice chartreuse sort of color with a lot of silver sparkles in it. Just a lot of detail on it for such a small little plastic. Again, Fanatic Baits makes really quality plastics. No scent on it, but throw a little jig on that, up and down, with that thin tail and that flat tail end, you're going to get a lot of action. Good for ice fishing for a variety of panfish. What do we got next? Next we got a Lunker Hunt nose down straight up jig. I have to be careful I don't drop anything into the water, as has happened previously. So, Lunker Hunt. So this is a 3/8 ounce, basically a jigging minnow. You see it's got this nice sort of curved shape. It's weighted towards the front. You'd have a little bit of bait on the back, and then the eyelet here is placed such that it'll sit horizontally in the water. Again, for ice fishing, everything's about that vertical jig, that vertical presentation. So that's perfect. Nice chartreuse color, really nice gold eyes on it, a little bit of detail for the gills and the head. All in all, it's a nice, versatile jig head. It's what you want. You can use this for a variety of things. It's small enough on its own. You can go for some of the bigger panfish, but it's also big enough you can get walleye. Pike will go after this. Pretty much anything you can fish for this through the ice. Especially if you start throwing either a plastic or a minnow or some sort of bait on it. You get something on this for sure. So nice to get that. Okay, we got some Jig Heads. Jig, the universal bait. Old reliable. So these are from Mustad. Walleye, head, orange, and chartreuse. 3/16 ounce. So that's a nice size. Not too heavy.
Nice color.
For the size of the ball head, it's not super heavy, which is nice. It's got the nice long shank on it. It's got the bait holder sort of ridges here. And the color is, yeah, nice and bright. So for darker water, deeper water, we're actually fishing pretty deep right now, so I'll probably put one of these on, throw a minnow on it, drop it right to the bottom. That'll work perfectly. You can't go wrong with a good basic jig. They catch everything. They literally catch anything. By far the most commonly used lure that I know of is the basic jig, and then whatever bait of choice. Next up we have Live Target Yearling Bait Ball. So Live Target, of course, known for their ultra realistic baits. Bait Ball being no exception. Again, I don't want to drop this. Also known for their packaging. I don't know what it is. Live Target, I always have trouble getting them out of the package. Okay. So this is it's got some weight to it actually. Dives, variable dive depth. It's a 5/8 ounce. So yeah, you can feel that bit weight. You can hear the rattle. It's an aggressive rattle. Multiple ball bearings in there. Color is gold. Size is 2.5 inch. So yeah, this would just be, this is something you would work almost like a, well, I mean it is, it's a lipless crankbait. It's got the aggressive rattle. It sinks, it's that 5/8 ounce. So it sinks, rip it up, let it flutter down, rip it up, get that rattle, let it flutter down, and it looks like a number of shocked or distressed bait fish. Or you could pull it up slowly, let it flutter down really slowly, and it looks like just bait fish foraging. But if you get aggressive with it, you get that rattle, you get that vibration in the water. These things pull fish in from a long ways away. I love lipless crankbaits, especially through the ice, where you're pretty limited to just where you set up. You can't be very mobile, and especially on a cold day like today. Like, we really don't want to get out of the shelter today. It's minus 33 with the wind chill. So that's where these things come in handy. The fish under the water, when you get an aggressive rattle like that, and you rip it up through the water aggressively, the fish can hear it a long ways away. So you bring in predators, especially jacks, walleye, big predators like that, that pick up on that distressed bait fish signal. Always nice to have. Some of these, a couple of them in different colors in your tackle box is always going to serve you well. Alright, so, speaking of having a couple in your tackle box, another lipless crank from Cotton Cordell. So Cotton Cordell, I love Cotton Cordell. They're one of my favorite brands. I don't have a ton of them because I don't like to buy them. I don't buy a lot of lures because I get so many boxes. So whenever I do get one in a box, I actually get super excited. So this is the Super Spot, 1/4 ounce. And it doesn't say much else about it, but I mean, it's a lipless crank, not much else to know. And again, as with most lipless crankbaits, nice aggressive rattle. You can hear this one has a bit of a different pitch to it. It's a little bit of a lower pitch. So if that high frequency, more aggressive one from Live Target isn't working, maybe you try a little bit of a lower pitch. Sometimes that's all it takes. As I mentioned, it's nice to have a variety of lipless cranks in your ice fishing tackle box because you're so limited in mobility, so when you can bring them in from far away, it's awesome. This is nice and shiny. Not only are you getting the rattle to bring them in, but you're also getting the flash. Nice clear water like we have today, this flash reflects light, and it reflects it so far. The light that's going down the hole reflects off of this, and they see it from a long ways away. They hear it from a long ways away. Always, always a good thing to have on the ice. This is something I'm actually going to set aside, and I'll be using this today. Color, great. Gold color, shiny, nice red eyes on it, black stripe. The classic Cotton Cordell sort of shape. Can't ask for anything more. Okay, we got a few things to go still. Liquid Mayhem, liquid scent for your baits. I love this stuff. This is the shad scent, so it's a general sort of attractant. It's not specific to any one type of fish. I have a few tubes of this now in a variety of different scents. I don't go ice fishing without a tube of scent. I don't go jigging, even on open water, without a tube full of Liquid Mayhem scent. It just works. I don't know why it works so well. It gives you that extra second or two where they grab on and they don't let go because it smells like food. So even if they grab on and it doesn't taste like food, it smells like food, confuses them for just a second, lets you set the hook. It works amazing. When I go out with Uncle Randy and I'm using the Liquid Mayhem scent in the hole, right beside his hole, and he's not using it, I outfish him 9 times out of 10. I attribute it always to the scent. So I'm always happy to get more of these. Works really well. Okay, so spoons. Everybody knows I love spoons. If I had to pick a favorite spoon, I would probably list among my top 3 the Magic Wendigo green and black one that I have reviewed on my channel before. So this makes me very happy. The Magic Wendigo black and silver. These Wendigo spoons have, in several of the articles that I've written, both for my blog site and for Simple Fishing, and just in the review that I did for it, it's earned its place as probably the most versatile lure that I have in my tackle box. The green and black one, that is. So to get another one, the exact same, just a different color, makes me super happy. The Wendigo, however you want to say it, Wendigo, whatever.
Yeah, potato.
Nice, thin profile spoon. Still has, for the thinness of the profile, it has still a fairly aggressive curve to it. Almost like a little check mark. But from side to side, it's fairly aggressively curved. And I'll show you that in the close-up. Nice flash of silver. The black you would think maybe isn't super flashy, but it has a really nice metallic flashy finish on it. And it's just, it looks like a great spoon. I've personally used the Wendigo, whatever, a lot with the green and the black. The only difference is mine, instead of a silver circle, has a green circle. This thing works. I've caught perch, I've caught jack, I've caught walleye, I've caught catfish, I've caught practically anything that I would fish for here, I would throw this spoon for. Nice thing is, we can use this today. We can vertically jig this, because you can take a spoon like this, it'll flutter so nicely down through the water, flashing as it goes, and then you just pull it up and let it flutter down, and it looks like a dying bait fish. Great for vertical jigging. It's great for casting. All around, fantastic spoon. Super happy to get that. And the last up, speaking of spoons, check that out. Len Thompson, good enough on its own. This one, so everybody knows the Len Thompson 5 of Diamonds pattern. It's a classic. I don't think I'd know anybody that fishes that doesn't know that spoon. So what makes this one special? I will show you. It's pretty cool. This one is not a 5 of Diamonds, it's a 4 of Diamonds. And where that 5th diamond would be, the Simple Fishing logo. I love it. I love it. Good job, Simple Fishing. Doesn't take away from the design at all, because you still got your diamonds. Your middle with the S and the F, I think will still work just fine. I love seeing that. That's really cool. It's got a good weight to it. And the only thing I will probably switch out is to put a single hook on it, to throw a nice big chunky minnow on there. I'm going to vertically jig this today, see how it works. You can't go wrong with a Len Thompson. Can't go wrong with a Len Thompson with the Simple Fishing logo on it. I love it. That's it for the RLM Elite Ice Box. They are in limited quantity. You can get yours if they are still available. There are still some available at the time of recording this video, but I don't know how long that's going to last. Simplefishing.ca to check them out. Unfortunately, Simple Fishing is taking a break. They're going on hold for 6 months, so once the ice fishing boxes are done, that's it for those. Anybody who has bought a trial box, those are going to get sent out. Of course, you paid for them, but there's no more of those being sold. And anybody who has a subscription, the December, January boxes will be the last boxes that go out for the next 6 months. So in 6 months, he's doing a relaunch, bigger and better. I'm certainly looking forward to it. I'm going to be sad not to be getting boxes and boxes of tackle over the next 6 months, but looking forward to the relaunch. So that's what's happening with that. If you want to manage your account and double check your Subscription should automatically be canceled already, but you can sign in, simplefishing.ca, take care of that. Shoot him an email if you have any questions whatsoever. He's super responsive and very upfront about everything. I'm a little disappointed you didn't pull a fish in.
Oh man, I had just a miss. All I had was one miss.
You had your opportunity here on camera, but that's fishing. So we're going to get back to it. I'm going to get a line in the water. I hate not having a line in the water while I'm out on the ice. And it's my first time out here for the season, so I got to catch something. I hate being outfished. Don't forget, you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/TrueNorthWilds, on Instagram @TrueNorthWilds, of course our blog site, TrueNorthWilds.com. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you outside.